Today is no easy task. Defining someone like Diana in mere words is impossible. But we're going to remember Diana in lots of ways today. And so if you have a book or a Bible in front of you, and you know what she did every time she opened that book, will you do that with me right now? Phrases and actions that will sound familiar to you and describe my friend Diana. Every time she came to you, she would say, Kevin, Wayne, Eric, Princess, Easter. If she was disappointed in you, she might call you a bad kitty. Or she might describe you as a piece of work. And let me tell you that my friend Diana was a piece of work. Frustrated, she would say, shooting 5/8. As she listened to a speaker, sometimes I could not sit beside her because she would get so into the sermon or the speaker that she was going the whole time. When really excited, and I cannot do this justice, but when really excited, especially when we watched 4th of July fireworks, she would go. She would do that much better than me, and I'm afraid I would fall. But we all know that Diana was a cheerleader at heart, and she did that when really excited. When she hugged you, she squeezed you so tightly that you thought you couldn't take in your next breath. She would kiss you on the cheek, and she would say, I love you, because whatever Diana felt, she felt intensely. I can't say Diana without saying Wayne. You both shared very openly to all of us that there were some early days in your marriage that were a struggle. There were days you didn't even like each other. And so as I look at you today and what you and Diana had, I will say to you, what an example. What an example of what God can do to heal a marriage. What an example of oneness. What a team. You were best friends. She served you physically for years and years. She made you laugh. But she knew what we all know. You were her rock. You were her stabilizer. You loved her unconditionally. You loved her even more than she was able to accept. Diana would not settle for easy answers. She struggled to understand why. She cried out to God. As I looked over her journal, even from in the hospital, one of the first things I came to was Psalm 13. And she had written this in her journal. How long, O Lord, will you forget me forever? How long will you hide your face from me? How long must I wrestle with my thoughts and every day have sorrow in my heart? How long will my enemy triumph over me? Look on me and answer, O Lord my God. Give light to my eyes, or I will sleep in death. My enemy will say, I have overcome him, and my enemies will rejoice when I fall. But I trust in you, in your unfailing love. My heart rejoices. My heart rejoices in your salvation. I will sing to the Lord, for he has been good to me. There were times when Diana was intensely mad, and there were times when she was grieved in her spirit. Daily she cried out to God for relief and for rest or just a little respite. We had many conversations about her wanting just a little respite. She struggled and she wrestled with God, and she felt her own pain so intensely. She had the gift of feeling our pain too. Most of you are here today because you have a Diana story that impacted you or changed your life. I feel somewhat guilty about being one of the people to stand up here speaking because all of your stories were important to her. If we all told one story, we'd be here for days. And so, thanks to her dear friend, Betsy Piper, and to Brooke Rainey, we're going to get that opportunity. There is going to be a book devoted to Diana. And you are going to be able to email your story about Diana and how she impacted your life or made you laugh. And you're going to be able to get that to Betsy. And then Brooke is going to put pictures in it of Diana. And that's going to be given to Wayne. Honestly, Betsy, I think we'd all like a copy, so you may be going into the book business. She had no idea the impact she had on you. She had days of doubt, wondering if her life made a difference. We all have those days. But she had more than her share. So the book will be a testimony for Wayne and a tribute to Diana. Diana was an avid reader. She loved books. She loved going to the movies, and she loved her music. Even as late as last Thursday in the ICU, she kept wanting her iPod. She enjoyed her time with Wayne. They would sit on the porch and read. They spent time in the pool so Wayne could exercise. They worked puzzles together. To be able to go to work or to church, it would take 2 hours or more to get ready, so it was no easy task. I would ask myself how they did this, and then I realized God has to be your strength and hers. Dinah loved Mother Teresa and took comfort in the fact that even Mother Teresa had her days of doubt too. Mother Teresa said that suffering, pain, sorrow, humiliation, feelings of loneliness are nothing but the kiss of Jesus, a sign that you've come so close that he can kiss you. Dinah's heart broke for the things that break God's heart. Suffering and injustice were intolerable to her. She loved the Wayne Reed Center. She loved the Next Right Step. She loved Encouragement Ministries, and she loved Open Table. She cared not only for those of us she knew who suffered, but she cared for the faithless. She would tell Josh sometimes after his sermon that was an okay sermon or he did a good job. But she wanted to know how we as a group of people were going to take that lesson and make a difference Monday through Saturday. Diana nor Wayne won our pity. They are the Jobs of this day. They truly are. So for all of us, what are we to do with this great loss and grief? We must agree today that tragedy will not be the only thing that gets our attention and draws us close together. The things that fill our time will not only be Facebook or Pinterest or the TV. It will be the things of another world. We will continue to do what we have done the last week. What a beautiful tapestry has been woven for the world to get a glimpse of God at St. Thomas Hospital. We didn't make sense to the people at the hospital. We even seemed odd. We even got on their nerves. We were Aaron and hers. And if you don't know that story, it's in Exodus where Moses is in great battle and he gets tired, and the battle can only be won when his arms are up and he grows weary. And when his arms get so tired, Aaron and Hur step in and hold his arms up. I've seen you be Aaron's and Hers this week. People drove Wayne to the hospital and made sure Diana was never alone. People fixed food for the people who drove Wayne to the hospital and the people who made sure that Diana was never alone. Diana wanted community as much as anyone. The next time you catch yourself saying that you feel sorry for someone, stop yourself and call them or write them a note or talk to them. Stop saying, I'll meet you for lunch, and do it. Before you leave here today, tell somebody that you love them and tell them how they've impacted your life. Because Diana would be overwhelmed at this response today. And it is time for us to stop being overwhelmed. So please tell someone before you leave today, in Diana's honor, how they've impacted your life. And in the weeks to come, honor her again by not stopping and not forgetting. Diana, my friend, I grieve for your family and for your friends. I grieve for me, but I do not grieve for you. I am happy for you. Jesus said, come to me, all you who are weary and heavy burdened, and I will give you rest. And today, my friend, you are at rest, and I celebrate.